Harambe! Harambe! Your Excellency, tutam yetu ni hii tutam ya maendeleo, tutam ya barabara, sio siasa za chuki, migawanyiko. Na Your Excellency, vile umesema jana watu wa Mlima Kenya walidhihirisha wazi wazi ya kuwa wako na UDA na Rais William Ruto kwa tutam. Na hawa watu wa Limuru, watu wa Alari, watu wa Kabete, watu wa Kikuyu, wengi walimuunga mheshimiwa wa Muthende mkono na akashinda kwa chama cha UDA. Kwa hayo mengi, kwaherini na Mungu ajaribu awabariki. Tuonyesha tutam. Kiambu tutam. Asanteni, Mungu awabariki, mwadhani ya mradhime.
Sisi tunataka kufanya declaration ya hapa Limuru, that sisi tunakutambua vile unapenda Kiambu, unapenda Limuru, na sisi tunawauliza nyinyi, Limuru oye! Limuru oye! Mnasema tutam! Mumesema tutam! Mimi nawatangazia, mimi hii tatu. Haya. Sasa, sikiza, ndio. Sasa, Mheshimiwa Rais, tunajua barabara yetu ya Mregeti inajengwa next week. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema asanti, kwa sababu wakati ulisema unakuja, uliendelea kusema utakuja na umekuja. Sisi tunasema asanti, Mungu awabariki sana.
Kama Wakenya tukishikana, maendeleo inapatikana. Na sasa pia kwa sababu ya umaarufu wa rais, ameweka uhusiano na mataifa mengi ikiwemo moja ya Uchina, na sasa mmeona uhusiano huo na Wakenya umeleta manufaa. Barabara hii imetushika koo, na sasa mwangaza unaanza kuonekana. Muko tayari nimkaribishe Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya? Muko tayari? Barabara hoye! Wakenya hoye! Wazalendo hoye! Taifa letu hoye! Maendeleo hoye! Asante sana.
Across the country, a new generation of transformative highways is rising. In the coming months, we will break ground on major dual carriageway corridors from Muthaiga to Kiambu and Mbere, from Machakos Junction to Mariakani, from Mau Summit to Kericho and Kisumu, and from Kisumu onward to Busia. And we will continue across the Republic. The Athi River Namanga Road, the Karatina Nanyuki Isiolo Corridor, Makutano Embu Meru Maua Corridor, Mtwapa Malindi, Mombasa Lungalunga, Kericho Kisii Migori Isabenia, Nakuru Nyahururu Nanyuki, Kisii Oyugis Ahero, and key Nairobi corridors such as the Northern Bypass, Bomas Karen Ngong, and Bomas Ongata Rongai Kiserian Ngong. This is how we correct a historical shortfall. Since independence, Kenya has tarmacked only 22,000 kilometers of road. Over a similar historical period, a nation such as Japan has built more than 1 million kilometers, a contrast that underscores the scale of our long-standing infrastructure gap. This new Kenyan path centers on investing in our people through enhanced education, expanded STEM programs, and increased research funding. It commits us to become a net exporter by scaling up water harvesting and storage, irrigation, and agro-industrial production through extensive dam construction. It compels us to dramatically expand our energy capacity by 10,000 megawatts to power new technologies, data centers, artificial intelligence, manufacturing, industrialization, and jobs for the future. We will expand and upgrade our airports and ports, and beginning in January 2026, we shall extend the standard gauge railway from Naivasha to Kisumu and onward to Malaba. And I say that it is going to begin in January next year, just in another 1 month. These infrastructure efforts will boost competitiveness, lower business costs, and connect Kenya more efficiently to regional and global markets. We do not want a divided country. Don't sell to us ethnicity. Don't sell to us hate. Don't sell to us division. We want a united country. Tell us what your agenda is. Tell us your plan. Tell us your agenda. One term Kasongo must go is not a plan. It's not an agenda. It is about a person. It is about hate. It is about the next election. We are discussing about the next generation. We are discussing about the people. You are discussing about leaders. We are discussing about the people. You are discussing about the next election. We are discussing about the next generation. There is a world of a difference between us and you. It is as different and as clear as day is from night. Nyinyi mnanielewa bwana? Sasa nishawaambia hawa jamaa, wakiendelea na hii, tutawazamisha asubuhi na mapema. Hao watu watatembea wakitembea. Kiambu hoye! Kiambu hoye! Na mimi nataka niwashukuru wa Kenya. Nataka niwashukuru wa Kenya wote. Wapigaji kura wa kutoka kule Mbere. Wapigaji kura wa kutoka Kasipul. Wapigaji kura kutoka Unguja. Wapigaji kura wa kutoka Baringo. Wale wapigaji kura wa Banisa. Wale wapigaji kura wa kule Malava. Mimi nawaambia asante sana. Mimi nasema ongera. Mumetuhakikishia ya kwamba hamutaki ukabila. Wakenya wametuambia hawana biashara na ukabila. Hawana biashara na chuki. Hawana biashara na migawanyiko. We want a united nation. A nation that stands together and focuses on the good and the prosperity of every citizen without the limitations of where they come from, their religion, or their ethnicity. Tumekubaliana jameni? We stand at the dawn of a new era, an era of defined ambition and driven by determination as we launch the Nairobi-Nakuru Mau Summit and the Nairobi-Mai Mahiu Naivasha project. This moment is not merely about laying down a new corridor. It is about laying the foundation of a Kenya reborn, a Kenya that refuses to wait any longer for the future it deserves. For decades, our country has been trapped between options that held back progress. Whenever we needed to undertake heavy and necessary infrastructural projects, we were presented with three choices. The first was to rely on a national budget, but this was not possible. A single major highway can swallow nearly half of our entire annual development budget, even as Kenya faces competing priorities such as education, health, and other essential services. The next option was borrowing, but that too was untenable, given our debt burden and the limited fiscal headroom available to us. The third option was also to slow down on development and simply stay as we were. That was never an option, not for a country with our aspiration, potential, and investment that we required. And so, when it comes to this highway, the situation was clear. If we waited for the national budget to release resources for this project, we would have waited for a lifetime. If we borrowed, we would have added to our debt burden and burdened our children for generations to come. If we taxed more, we would have suffocated families. And if we did nothing, we would have surrendered to stagnation. That is the reality and crisis our country has faced for years. Stagnation born out of helplessness, born out of lack of ambition, imagination, and innovation. This stagnation has become a quiet paralysis that crept into our systems, into our confidence, and into our national spirit. It convinced us that mediocrity was normal, that average was acceptable, that delay was destiny, stagnation, that is truth, was slow regression. But today, we break those chains. We promised to be innovators. We promised to build differently. And today, we keep that promise boldly, unapologetically, and unmistakably. This project we launched today is more than a highway. It is a gateway to prosperity, unity, and transformation. It positions Kenya as a leader in innovative financing, in modern transport, in public-private partnerships, and in the audacity to think big when the world expects us to think small. The Nairobi-Nakuru-Mai-Mahiu Road stretches 175 kilometers, while the Nairobi-Mai-Mahiu-Naivasha Road adds another 58 kilometers. These are the modern multi-lane dual carriageways designed, financed, expanded, operated, and maintained through a world-class public-private partnership model. It is an investment of over 170 billion shillings, a living demonstration of what happens when government stops trying to do everything alone and starts doing things smarter and in partnership with the private sector. The Nairobi-Nakuru-Mai-Mahiu Summit Corridor will be strengthened to handle heavy commercial traffic, supported by new interchanges, truck laybys, pedestrian bridges, lighting, barriers, drainage systems, and intelligence transport technology to enhance safety. The Nairobi-Mai-Mahiu-Naivasha section will be upgraded to handle slip gradients and high cargo volumes, linking efficiently to the Naivasha Inland Container Depot and the emerging industrial ecosystem that will be in our industrial city in Naivasha. Together, these upgrades will modernize the corridor, unlocking faster, safer, and more efficient movement of people and goods, not only across Kenya, but across East and Central Africa. This route is a vital artery linking Nairobi to Uganda, to South Sudan, to Rwanda, to Burundi, to the Democratic Republic of Congo, sustaining our economy, empowering regional trade, and expanded opportunity.